This is the part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news, okay? It's 11:31 a.m. and I'm a little late and I apologize, but that's because I spent the entire morning, as always, one, working out, two, having a long and extensive conversation with Kaya's dog trainer, who, she will be trained by and get onboarded with and get trained by in a little bit, in like a month. And also, how dare they not include you? June 11 at 4 a.m. 4 PT, 4 p.m. PT, Simu, Bella Porch, and Valkyrie are teaming up to take on Diablo 4. Why would I be included in this? First of all, it looks like a AAPI initiative. Second of all, again, these are like brand-friendly famous people. I am not one of these brand-friendly famous people. I cover politics on a daily basis. For that reason, I have cultivated a diehard audience of best friend equals play basketball together once. Yeah, it would be even weird. It would be weird if I was involved in this. Why is Simu bad? I don't think he's bad. He's actually a fucking baller. How's your back? My back is actually a lot better today, you know? Isn't Turkey in Asia? Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Like when people say AAPI, they don't mean fucking Turkey, okay? I don't even think they mean like Turkmenistan. I think they mean like Indian people, like people from India, people from Pakistan. Afghanistan barely is like Asian in the American consideration. They mean like Asian people in the East, dog. They mean like Korean people, Chinese people, that kind of stuff. And then they added Pacific Islander because it's like, you know, that's also there. But anyway, India and Pakistan is South Asian. Yeah, East Asian and South Asian would be Asian, but like in America, they don't even in America, they don't consider Indian people to be Asian. They don't understand that. Like Americans don't get it. Americans literally think like Indian people are something different. It's true. They think like, yeah, they think it's just something different. They think like Asian people is all Chinese. You know what I mean? Asian equals Japanese and Chinese only. Yeah, they'll be like, what kind of Chinese are you? What did the trainer say about the housebreaking situation? I talked to my trainer. So last night into the broadcast, I went to bed. And then this morning I went to work out. Got a good workout in. The boys 245. They call me the skinny kid. That part is at least, you know, a positive. I've been kind of just had these fucking weird rashes like on my arm and then on my like belt area. And I think it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just like immunocompromised or something. Whatever. With some cream, go to derma. Yeah, I gotta do all those things. But regardless, what is this? Eczema? No, it's not eczema. So, fuck, what was I gonna say? God damn it. Anyway, yeah, no, I worked out. I talked to the trainer, and basically what he said is like, it seems like you're very serious about this, which is good. You're doing a lot more than like the average pet owner does. And I mean, he basically gassed me up a little bit because I was like, I gave him like all the information about like, you know, how I'm training with like purpose. And how I don't have like a single moment throughout the day where there isn't like some level of control over her life. I keep her in a pen if I'm not, keeping her in a crate. Only problem is like separation anxiety in the crate. And he gave me some good feedback on that, where he basically told me like, you have a crate cover, right? And I was like, yes. So he's like, okay, so fully cover the crate, like when you're in the room. What ends up happening in a lot of instances is dogs will start barking in the crate, and if you like engage in a little bit of correction, not like anything super scary, just a tap on the side of the crate, you can get them to cut the barking entirely before it gets out of hand, especially if like the cover is on and you're eliminating one of the multiple senses that they use, because like she's already comfortable in the crate. It's not like she fucking barks in the crate at night. She's perfectly fine in the crate at night. But cover the front of the crate as well, which is why it has a front cover to begin with, which I didn't even realize I wasn't using. While you're in the room, and take away her attention briefly and say quiet, and they'll stop barking, which they always do. And the reason for that is because dogs don't go from 0 to 100. Dogs end up going from 0 to 10 to 40, 60 to 75 to 100. So like if 100 is when she's like so anxious that she's like hurting herself in the crate, so anxious that she's like pissing and shitting herself in the crate when she's like confined. At 10, she's just like whining a little bit. And what ends up happening is like if it's not that they get nervous, it's that they work themselves up to being nervous. You know what I mean? Like they start barking, and ignoring is normally good, but if you let that behavior fester in the crate, they will keep barking and they won't stop barking. There's no like, oh, I got tired of barking, so I'm good now. It's just that they literally keep barking until they bark up a storm, until they like ramp up the intensity and freak themselves out. And in really bad cases of separation anxiety, dogs can hurt themselves. Like they can, you know, burrow so much that their paws fucking start bleeding. You know what I mean? She hasn't done any of that stuff, obviously, but like I have to basically separate myself from her throughout the day in short increments. But it worked. I did it while I was taking a shower, and for the first time ever, she didn't bark. She was perfectly fine. She was eating her food. She was chilling in her crate, and she wasn't like fucking hyperventilating and barking herself into a frenzy, and she was perfectly fine. So like I basically need to train her to understand that every time she's in the crate, it doesn't mean that like I'm leaving her. You know what I mean? Every time I'm in the crate, that doesn't mean that like I'm leaving her or that she's done something wrong. You know what I mean? That I'm there even if she can't see me. I also need to get her used to being alone, because if she has separation anxiety and I leave her behind for an extended period of time, which is gonna happen, you know, you go out to dinner or you have to do something outdoors, I need to make sure you know, she's not hurting herself. Because if I let her roam in the house, for example, when she's older and she still has separation anxiety, if I haven't dealt with that, then she's gonna literally fucking go ape shit on couches and on stuff like shit, piss, and even hurt herself in the process, because separation anxieties, it can be dangerous. So I was live peeking and watch last night. I got to the final boss in the demo and it was really hard, and I mean, I made a decent leeway into the boss, but yeah, I mean, this is what I got going on.